Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtим Vatitam Gatasadrusham Tamasya Ekam Nityam Vibhachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trivikratam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, and welcome everyone to this show, the 45th Chaturmasya series. Every day we have been listening to powerful truths, revelations from Swamiji, the powerful cognitions that we receive during this Chaturmasya season, a very sacred season in the Hindu tradition, where each and every individual focuses on their spiritual journey in their spiritual growth and transformation. During this time, every single day, we have been listening to powerful cognitions, sacred nations from Swamiji. And also, every day, have had special guests joining us, Kailasa's founding mothers and fathers, joining us every day, sharing their experiences, their journey with Swamiji. So today, we have one of the founding mothers of Kailasa, Ma Sharmila Rajendran, joining us from Kailasa, San Jose. Nithyanandamma.
Nithyanandamma.
Nithyanandam, and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Could you please introduce yourself?
Sure, Ma. Thank you, Ma, so much for having me today. My name is Sharmila Rajendran, and I've been following Swamiji for the past 15 years. Prior to that, I was devotee of Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba for 18 years, and Satya Sai Baba, Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba guided me to Swamiji. It was on a Tamil New Year day, April 2015, when I got a message from Baba to asking me to watch a video of Swamiji, one particular video. So, it was forwarded by another Baba devotee. So I started watching the Unclutching initiation video, and it was very interesting, the story. I didn't know who Swami Nithyananda was, nothing I knew about him. And so I was just curious the next day, wanted to know who he is and everything. So I just searched in YouTube, what he's about. And also this Life Bliss meditation video popped up, and I just started, doing the meditation. I still didn't know who he was, nothing, right? And then the Kundalini started awakening. I started having, movements, and a lot of energy was happening, and it's like too much energy all of a sudden, like feeling like a teenager. And and from that day I couldn't drink coffee or tea. And then I slowly started watching more and more of his video and starting knowing more about him. And and more Kundalini movements were happening. A lot of experiences were happening, out of body experience, everything. And I had to go attend this first program, Nithyananda Home. And since then, I just been continuously, attending Swamiji's program, watching his satsang, doing whatever possible, doing everything he says to my best capacity. So, and there's a lot of knowledge and truths that been revealed every day. So this is what has been happening for many years. And so the first time when I saw Swamiji's videos, it was just like I was so captivated by his knowledge, and the level of intelligence, and I didn't know, why did I not know all these things before? I wish I had known all this long, before. But yeah, he comes at the time when he wants to come. So it's just been such a, blessing and an amazing journey, very, very intense though. And it's also for the whole family. It's just not me. So everybody's changing around me.
Wonderful, Ma. So how did you actually meet Swamiji? After, learning about Swamiji, when did you get to actually meet Swamiji?
Physically, I got to meet the same year, 2015 in Nithyanandoham. That's when I saw him first, and that's a program I can never ever forget. It's permanently etched in my memory. It was just too amazing. It's like the best ever vacation I've ever had, you know. So a lot of experiences. That's when a lot of power manifestation was being taught, and so much was happening during that program. And the
I remember the
silence that it
Nityananda.
created, Nityananda, the silence that it created, the program, it just like, I think if it lasted for 3-4 months, like there's nothing that was bothering you, right? You came back from the program for many months. It was just like such bliss and silence. Then slowly you get into the world and everything it starts coming. But it was like a very powerful program.
Yes, ma'am. Nityanandaham, I had a special program that Swamiji conducted in Phuket, Thailand. Every year, every Swamiji, started conducting for many years. Swamiji has been conducting the Inner Awakening program, the 21-day program, and every year during the December, we have special programs that Swamiji conducted from Shivoham and Nityanandoham, Sadashivoham, Mahasadashivoham, and of course Paramashivoham, and many series of special programs that especially happened in December. And these programs have happened in different locations. And this one year that Mom Sharmila is talking about is the Nityanandoham program that Swamiji conducted in Phuket. So it was a very powerful program for all of us. And to that, what is your journey? Because you have, having been the seeker, any experiences that you want to share, a particular experience from this Nityananda?
From the Nityananda Home program, it was just like he was hearing every thought of mine. I cannot, he's just always listening to me. Any thought I'm having, it'll, he just like implements it very quickly. I'll see it happening. So that was my experience, the entire, Nityananda Home program. And a lot of the, and whatever I used to ask him internally, it'll just happen. And then during the program, it's like, the the Kundalini experiences, those were like very amazing. um, and it's been a while, like I'm like thinking what all happened, like I don't know, it's so much
So
happened during that
actually,
time. Yeah. Yes, ma.
see, being Swamiji's disciples, we talk about Kundalini awakening very casually. We
Yeah.
talk about third eye awakening station as if it is everyday business. But
Yes.
that is not the case. You, as you had shared, you have been here for many years, and Sati Sai Baba Bhagavan has guided you to Swamiji. And
Yes.
definitely, you know the value of a living guru. How
Yes.
he just simply, just like that, he gave those initiations. Just like
Yes.
that, he gave that power, and just like that, Swamiji awakened the Kundalini in you. Can
Yeah.
you share about that? How in a speaker's life it is so important to have a living guru, and how the transformation just escalates exponentially? Could you share about that?
Yes, ma. It's like it's been continuous, like an upward journey. It just started in the physical movements, right? But what it does is like, after you attend more and more programs, and like your body and mind, you're also kind simultaneously detoxing, right? A lot of the techniques that Swamiji has said, like a lot of the completion techniques, and the for the physical body detox, all the the herbal and the nirahara, so many things over the years, keep doing. So there's, and the morning spiritual routines for like 10 years I've been doing that. So all this provides like a lot of knowledge download, right? The very extremely deep truths about existence, about like everything, jiva, jagat, ishvara, like you are like a knowing at a very deeper level, and how you are the source of everything, that also is being shown. And when it's shown, like you kind of, yeah, you do change immediately. Oh my god, like I'm the source for it. Like for anything good or bad happens, you are understanding how you are like the source for it. So you decide to change. And so like it's a very inward journey and leading to a self-realization where you are everything. There's nothing that is there where you're not there. So it's like a long journey that has happened over the years, and it's like leading me to a place of like self-realization and generating a lot of bliss, right? No matter what happens, like the being unaffected by it, right? And also like the ability to create the life that you wanted, right? Not like the default life. So along the way, lots of experiences have also happened. It's you know a lot of like materialization, teleportation, all that was like became very common, right? Like kumkum will materialize, jnananjana will materialize a lot, quite often. But along with that, the knowledge also will be provided. Why this particular jnananjana materialized now? What was the reason, right? The logic behind it, that also will be revealed simultaneously. So then I'll be so sure, I'll not have any doubt whether it's materializer really happened or not, right? So to confirm my own doubts, like Swamiji will make sure like it's so concrete by revealing the knowledge behind it, why it has happened. It'll be related to the family or anything. There'll always be an association. So, and he is like also come in his Divya Sharira and initiated me. Like one time I remember like I was having some tantrum. Go ahead, ma.
Can you please share about that experience, no?
Yeah. So I was like, there was some fortune workshop that Swamiji was conducting at the temple. I was like, I don't know, for some incompletion I had, I decided I don't want to go. So even before the initiation, that was supposed to happen the next day, he came that night. So the Swamiji's like Divya Sharira came, like in a, gliding, it just, the form just gliding, it came near me, touched my third eye, and went away. And it was like Swamiji's younger form came in an orange robe, right? I could just see clearly, so I understood, oh my god, he just takes the trouble, he knows I'll surely not going to attend, and he had to come and do the initiation. And the other experiences I have is like I think it has been happening for like past 5 years or so. Whenever I close my eyes during night, you know, I'll see the whole cosmic sky, the night sky. Everything will be seen with along the stars, planet, right? And um, I remember the first time when this happened, it was like me internally talking to Swamiji, like, I'm like just really, really bored. I don't know what to do. Could you do something interesting? And then this is when it started. Swamiji just showed like my entire bedroom, like turned like, the whole night sky, and like the whole moon was there. And, unless it's like, it stayed there for a few minutes and then it went away. The whole thing disappeared. So like, so all my internal talk, he'll just make it as an experience very quickly. So, that was when it started, like, the seeing the whole night sky, right, along the planets, stars, everything within me. So there are like so many other experiences that used to be happening. Um, there's one time like when I was like watching the Swamiji's third eye meditation video. Um, I was just following it, and suddenly I just went out of the body, and and then I was like so weightless and free. I was like so happy. Then like Swamiji pushed me back into the body again, and then I felt all the weight. Then I just kind of understood, like, going out of the body and being within the body, right? That was one of the very first experiences I had with Swamiji. So there was like so many that has happens. But for the past few years, though, it's always been knowledge download, and that knowledge download will get, it'll be so it used to give me so much happiness, bliss, right? Like real high. And then the also like the diagrams, everything also will be revealed, and I'll be like drawing, writing pages and pages of all the whatever was revealed. So that will be my morning exercise every day for a few hours. So it's like a very, very interesting, very unique lifestyle with Swamiji. And it's like, ever entertaining. exciting,
Actually,
everything.
a seeker, and you have been wanting, looking for answers. And,
Yes,
of course,
yes.
and that seeking, Swamiji, and that seeking is leading you to many, many experiences.
Yeah.
So, have you, like, you know, felt like, what am I looking for? What is that answer you're looking for?
Yeah, it's the truth. Wanting to know the truth so intensely, right? Because whatever you see in the world, it's not complete. So you're seeking for something that is there out there, which I'm not knowing, right? So going deep, 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 it leads to you only. You go deeper, deeper inside you. Outside is not different from you. So, and yeah, it's like, yeah, such an, exciting journey. Like, of you feel like there's something unknown, right? That so you are all the time seeking, seeking, and it's not satisfying, not feeling fulfilled.
Yes, ma'am. What really have Swamiji had all right is that each one of us, whether we are so-called seeker or not seeker, we are all seeking for that fulfillment in whatever form. Somebody seeks fulfillment in wealth, somebody seeks fulfillment in health, somebody seeks fulfillment in relationship, in
Yeah.
whatever way. But ultimately, they're all looking for the same thing. They're all looking for that fulfillment of not being home, not being yourself. That we are so far away from who we truly are. And Swamiji says it is the seeking, wherever they are, whatever they are seeking, they are for fulfillment. So it is a seeker's journey, and all of us are so blessed that we have found Swamiji, or Swamiji has found us in either way, that taking us in that beautiful journey, for us, guiding us for what we are seeking, and not only that, giving us that experience. As Swamiji says, it is not that you start from some point and you reach your destination. You are at the destination. You're on that. And repeatedly Swamiji emphasizes and gives that experience that we are Paramashiva. So now in today's Chaturmasya series, we are talking about seeking. And definitely Swamiji has revealed in many, many satsangs, Swamiji has revealed the truths about seeking. Let us now hear from Swamiji what is seeking.
नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Kenopanishad. Brief technical introduction. The word Kena means whom. The Upanishad appears as the 9th chapter in Talavakkara Brahmana of the Samaveda, and also known as Talavakkara Upanishad in our Jaimini Brahmana. 35 verses and Shanti Mantra. It's one of the very important Upanishad. And as per the Muktiko Upanishad, it's a second Upanishad. The whole order Upanishad is also called, known as Talavakkara Upanishad. Kena means exactly, the word means whom, by whom. Kene shitam, by whom willed or directed, directing the enquiry of the truth to its very source is the seed of Kenopanishad. Please understand, this Upanishad directs your seeking to the source. I'll start with the Shanti Mantra, then I'll introduce the Upanishad. Please chant along with me. Apyayandu mamangani. Listen, the verse actually is mamangani. Padabeta is mamangani, means the way I heard from my guru is Padabeta. The Padabeta is mamangani. The ma plus not full a, half a. Mamangani. Apyayandu mamangani. Vakprana chakshuhu Shrotramado Balamindriyani cha Sarvani. Please understand the original mantra is Sarvani. Patabeta is Sarvani. The half U is added. Sarvani. Sarvam Brahmaupanishatam Maham Brahma niraguryam Mama Brahma niragarot Aniraga Aniragaranama Aniragaranamastva. That is the word, that is the way the big words are taught. Aniragaranamastva Nirakaranam Me astu Tatatmani Nirate Ya Upanishatsu Dharmaste Mayi Sandhu Te Mayi Sandhu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Balasants, chant the Shanti mantra. By chanting this Shanti mantra, formally I inaugurate Kenopanishad. Understand the subject matter of the Kenopanishad. Now, that is the important thing. The essence of Isavasya Upanishad is seeking. The essence of Kenopanishad is seeking into the very source. Not just who am I, by whom am I? Understand? Who am I starts and ends inside your body. By whom am I starts and ends in cosmos. There is a big difference between who am I, by whom am I. Enquiring into you is seeking. Enquiring into the source is seeking the very source. The subject matter of Kenopanishad deals with multiple sacred secrets, sacred truths. But important sacred truth, the essence is, whom am I? By whom? By whose will everything came to existence? Whom am I? Some of the best brains produced in the planet Earth were rishis. Some of the best people happened in the planet Earth were rishis. I still wonder, seeing the kind of a subtlety and capacity to catch and reflect the cosmic truth. Please understand. If somebody explains to you what is Shiva, all pervasive, Akhilanda Kodi Brahmanda Nayaka, Satchidananda Varabrahma, Srishti Sthiti, he creates, maintains, destroys, puts souls in delusion and liberates. If you are able to visualize, even if you are able to enjoy it, be very clear, you are blessed. Only if your brain has developed the subtle grooves which can start enjoying these higher things, can understand it. If you understand, you will enjoy. If you enjoy, you will understand. A rough grass, politicians, dull head can never capture this. For him, he only knows what I can grab today, push it behind my seat, without even bothering about from behind the seat somebody else is stealing and running. He doesn't even have a time to check whatever he pushed behind the seat is there or not. A grass, power hungry, lazy, tired, bored man can't even understand. If you explain these subtle truths, his brain cannot capture those visualizations. Because he can't capture those visualizations, he can't enjoy. When he doesn't enjoy, he can't capture. It's like a vicious circle. I tell you, even about Guru, if you are able to enjoy his quality, you will understand his qualities. If you understand his qualities, you will be able to enjoy his qualities. If you are able to enjoy, know clearly you are blessed. You are blessed. Ignorant, tired, agitated, dull head can never capture the subtle truths or the subtle qualities. Because he cannot imagine, he won't enjoy. because he doesn't enjoy, he can't visualize. Ability, the brain's ability to catch the subtlest visualizations come by a long practice of internal silence, what I call unclutching or meditation. Understand? By the tremendous internal silence, your brain develops the capacity to capture the most subtle visualizations. Ability to capture the most subtle visualizations is the awakened intelligence. Whoever is able to capture subtlest truths become rishis. His brain has evolved, developed such subtle grooves. It started reflecting the cosmic truths. It started capturing the cosmic truths. It started becoming a pure, silent water pond where the moon is reflecting, as if it has come down to planet Earth. Moon is reflecting as if it has come down to planet Earth. Understand, practicing surrender or unclutching or Anandagandha Dhyana completion. All this not only brings peace into your heart, it raises the subtlety of your brain grooves and your brain's ability to capture the higher truths. Your brain's ability to capture the higher truths. Brain's ability to live the higher truths. Anything your brain is able to capture, it stores as record. The most subtle one your brain captured makes itself as your cognition and life's goal. Understand? Even once, if you are able to understand, capture the word Satchitananda, Sat Chit Ananda, the existence, conscious bliss. Anything which is subtle, the most subtlest experience, imagination, visualization, your brain is able to capture, it will make that as a base for its function. I don't need to do anything other than describe how the materialization happens to my Balasants, the way they are able to capture. The moment their subtle grooves in the brain captures this, that power will start manifesting in them. Why I am saying Balasants? Because they are more ready to listen. Their inner space has more peace. Their brains have more subtle grooves to imbibe what I am sharing. When I explain that science, if you can visualize it, that power will start manifesting in you. Because anything your brain can visualize, it will make that as your basic functionality. If I can explain moving from one body to another body, astral travel, and your brain is subtle enough to capture it, visualize it, you will start manifesting that power. All powers are like that only. You just need the completion space and Guru who properly makes your brain grooves to catch it. I wonder the sophistication with which these Upanishadic rishis were able to reflect the whole reality. I tell you, the detail with which they describe the stars and the planets in Vedas and Agamas, you will be shocked. Even I was wondering, how did they say, unless you see, you can't pen down so detail, such detail. The biggest conspiracy done against Bharat is the Indian astronomy and astrology was not given its due respect and legitimacy, brushed aside in the name of myth and mythology. If you read, you will understand. Oldest in the future, longest possible prediction can be done only by our calendar, Panjiga. Science is so perfect. I used to wonder, what was the telescopes they used? What was the satellites they used? How did they so precisely record the details? Actually, the exact method happened. I saw in the cosmic records. One rishi will sit in samadhi and reflect the whole cosmos in his inner space. The other rishi will just see his inner space, do fast forward, just like how you handle the iPad and pen down. That's the way they have done it. He will become so pure, complete completion, his inner space will just reflect the whole Milky Way, the whole cosmos. And the other rishi who is recording will push, pull, do fast forward or rewind, even zoom in, zoom out and pen down. I commit with you guys, I'll make my Balasants to do this. I'll give them this power. It's possible. It's possible. Just they need to evolve more into the space of completion and responsibility. It is possible. That is the way they recorded. Understand more and more your inner space gets into completion, more and more you will catch the sacred secrets about the source, cosmos. This question, by whom? Keneshitam. The Kena Upanishad, the essence of Kena Upanishad, you can experience the essence if you make your inner space completely complete. If you are ready with the completion, I can just show the exact reflection of Keneshitam. By whom? In this Upanishad, Devi is the Guru. Understand? It is directly from Devi, Uma. First time the word Uma appears in this Upanishad. Devi is addressed as Uma in this Upanishad. The word Ishvara, Isha, is used for Mahadeva in the first Upanishad. The word Uma is used for Devi in this Upanishad. You can reflect, capture, visualize exact, most subtle visualization with a little completion inside. Please understand. Understand this example. 7 or 8-year-old child is made to see pornography again and again. The physical maturity age is quickened more than 70%, means the physical maturity, if it is supposed to happen at the age of 14, it is drastically brought down. By the age of 8, the body will be physically matured. If the body is made to visualize again and again the sexual action through pornography or some reminding, because whatever your brain visualizes, body becomes ready to it, make that into reality and experience. The brain makes that into your experience. That is why I say, if you want next generation to be sexually healthy, ban pornography. We always have a wrong idea. It is through porn next generation is going to enjoy the sex. No. It is going to be a big disease. If you want the next generation to have a healthy sexual life, ban pornography. Because that is going to reduce the age of physical maturity, which is going to drastically destroy the health of the next generation. Understand the truth I am trying to convey. Anything your brain can capture and enjoy, your life will make that into reality. If your brain can capture and enjoy the most subtlest understandings of cosmic sacred secrets and the spiritual powers, you will become just yogi, divya shariri. If you enjoy pornography, your body will be physically matured. If you enjoy the subtle powers, subtle understandings, simply your body will become Divya Shariri. You will become yogi, Bala yogi, Balasant. Balasant is a person whose brain captures all these highest conscious truths, subtle truths while you are young. The way your brain captures these great truths, simply your body starts manifesting it. You become yogi. You become a Divya Shariri. You become embodiment of Mahadeva. You become Balasant. Understand? Ability to reflect the subtlest truths. Ability to reflect the sacred understandings. Ability to catch the most sacred bliss. Ability to capture the powerfulness of the consciousness. Ability to look into the source of the cosmos happens with tremendous completion and peace in the inner space. So before entering into this Upanishad, I request all of you today, spend time doing completion. Tonight, spend time doing completion. Come back tomorrow with the space of complete completion, so I can reflect the Kenopanishad in your system. You can capture it, live it, love it, celebrate it. The essence of today's satsang, essence of Kenopanishad is seeking the source, cosmos. You can capture it by developing the subtle grooves in your brain, by evolving complete completion. We have further sessions for inner awakening participants. Today only it is starting. This time I have to finish the whole inner awakening within 10 days, because the next 10 days, Shivoham and Nithyanandoham process. I have to take long sessions. Today we have a long day. I'll move to inner awakening sessions. So with this, actually I came just not to give a first day, second day break. Pradama Vigna and Dvandva Vigna should not be there. The first day and second day, a project should not be stopped or dropped or disturbed. So Kenopanishad is an important project. So first day or second day, it should not be broken or disturbed. That's the reason I came for the satsang. You can expect in the further satsangs new and clear spiritual cosmic revelations. With this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Be blissful.
Now, a very powerful satsang from Swamiji about the seeking the source. Who am I? Actually, Swamiji says, by whom am I? One of the important roles a guru plays in our life is keeping our seeking alive. So, of course, having Swamiji as a guru, Paramashiva as our own guru, he does all the leela. He creates the environment, the ambience, and the situations to keep that seeking alive. Apologize for the technical glitch. So, during this Chaturmasya, listening to powerful cognitions from Swamiji, today we are not only learning the truths about seeking, today we have a very special guest, Ma Sharmila Rajendran from KAILASA channel, sharing her experiences and had powerful darshans and blessings from Swamiji. So, Ma Sharmila, there is one that I very curious and I would like to ask you to please share. Swamiji at one time blessed you to be that you are the Brahma Kapala. Can you please share that experience too?
Oh, sorry, Ma. I'd muted. Okay. Yeah. When Swamiji first blessed me with that Brahmakapala, right? I was so surprised, and I didn't understand also much at that time, but over the years I've understood very well. Actually, one thing is when Swamiji blesses, it's like all past, present, future put together. So you have been like Brahmakapala even before. Only thing you were not aware of it. So, and once he blesses, you start experiencing the words, right? Actually, you are the Brahmakapala. Means basically I've become like, because of the knowledge, every time the new knowledge is revealed, I'll change myself and be integrated to the knowledge that is received. That happens every day. So every day I'm changing. So over the years, I've like emptied out and become like almost like a black hole, right? For the Big Bang to happen. So this was the process, like through knowledge, like I change, repeatedly, and simultaneously as I'm changing, the people who are connected to me, especially the genetic, relationships, they are also changing simultaneously, right? They may or may not know. My children know it's me. I'm doing something to them, but they're not knowing exactly how, because they are also changing without their, complete awareness. A lot of things are happening, especially with my son. Uh, any new revelation that I get, he will get it instantly, and he'll come and say, exactly that to me without me physically communicating to me. So over the years, I've changed my children, my husband, right? Like without them sitting for darshan or satsang or like sitting and learning, right? My thoughts, everything it's getting transmitted to them, and with my parents too, and my brothers. So, you know, so I'm like pulling out others' karma, right? The patterns, and very subtly the knowledge also being shared for them. So without their knowledge, they're being transformed. This is what has been happening. So for me, the knowledge keeps giving me so much bliss, right? And also helps me being so motivated in the spiritual routines, and all the techniques that Swamiji says for understanding his satsangs. So so this has been happening um, for so many years. And the other thing forgot to mention that was like pretty big, and it's been happening since like I don't know, like since the Nityananda home, is that like the Shaktipada that happens during satsang. It's like so during the satsang, like Swamiji, even otherwise he hears me, but like during satsang he actually like he sees and like he communicates even physically to me. It's as if like I'm like taken in a different plane, in different loka, and I can communicate with him in one-on-one, right? Like I'll tell him directly, like, no, this is the way I am thinking it is, or like I want to know this, and he will start telling me directly in his physical form, right? This has been happening for many years. So and in between his he'll also insert a lot of knowledge into me, which at that time I will not know, but the next day morning it'll all be revealed. There'll be so much of download that will happen. So this way, like Swamiji has been programming me simultaneously to become more complete and self-realized, and really really become a black hole so the big bang can happen, right? This is what has been happening for me. So, and a lot of healing also
Such a
happened.
deep.
Yes.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, and a lot of healing also has been happening with people around me, right? So there was one incident that I remember with my daughter. She was like having like a her little pinky finger will always not be aligned close with our other fingers. It'll always be a little separate, and it'll be very rough also. And she wanted me to scan and tell why, what it is, and heal her, right? So I just scanned her, and like I just told her what was revealed. It was actually because of her incompletion with, like when she writes in pencil, she'll use the eraser to erase something, right? And she'll use the little finger to push out the eraser shavings, and it would not do a good job. That was the incompletion with the finger. That is why it was separate from her other fingers. And then as soon as it was revealed, that finger immediately joined back. So it was like such an instant healing that happened very quickly. So like that, there are like so many incidents, the complete, just completion with the past, and how the body changes immediately. That keeps happening, and there also be like a lot of instances about the past that will keep revealed like a video. Nityananda ma, are you able to hear me, ma?
Yes, yes, ma.
Oh, okay. So yeah, even like Akashic reading, like all of a sudden, like about my grandmother's death or somebody, more details will be revealed, just like a flash, like a video. So there's like a lot of experiences been happening all along, ma.
Wonderful, ma. Actually, a lot of mystical experiences that you had. And not only that, I know Swamiji has also guided in your personal life, with your relations, with your daughter, with your husband, so beautifully that Swamiji is guiding you. Can you share about those experiences, please?
Yes, ma. initially when I got to know Swamiji and I connected with Swamiji on, Facebook, I will message him about every little thing. Any little something bad happens at home, that's it, I'll message him and it'll immediately happen. Nothing. He'll just come and put a like or like just come and see the message. Immediately that incident will get resolved, and whatever I want, also I'll ask him and he'll just make it happen. That's all. Just like it's so simple. But like after many years, it was not happening. So that it will change to knowledge. That is how I have to grow. There's no more like, okay, I can ask something and get it, make it happen. So through understanding, I need to change, right? When the outside, like this is what I'm seeing, find out I am the source for it and change myself first, then you will change. So that's how he was like training me like after that. Like becoming SJP, that itself is like such a big thing. It just like happened within a few days, 3 4 days during COVID time. So that, so it was just like all of a sudden, like I don't know, in my physical worldly dimension, I was getting worried about the COVID and all, and only Swamiji can save our entire family. So so I had to do the SJB. Somehow I convinced my husband and he also agreed, and he just did it within 3 4 days. That's it maximum. And after that, like within a year, Swamiji showered back so much more, like I would say like 3 times more the amount we gave. So and he has been like transforming my husband, my daughter. So basically he with my children, he made them go into their peak existence very young in their career. Whatever they wanted in their career, very quickly they achieved it, and they got bored. There was like nothing more exciting, right? Something else, they don't know, right, what else to do. So then they're being transformed, and me becoming a Brahma Kapala is like I'm simultaneously transforming them without them knowing. But they just got, yeah, what they wanted in thought, the career and all. Very quickly they reached that. My daughter is a works in bio she used to work in a biotech company, and she did everything possible in that company, like pretty much like a right hand person of of the CEO, right? And then she does nothing else to do. So now and then after that she just wants to start a company. So both my children want to start a company. That's what they're working towards. My son also worked, he's in the high tech, and he worked in his peak, very quickly achieved the their peak existence, whatever they felt was the biggest thing. Then that nothing else, it's boring, right? It's not fulfilling. So then they have to go to the next level. Okay, they have to start their own company. So they are working. So Swamiji is like transforming them that way. My husband has become very, very spiritual, like in the sense compared to the way he was before. He's like does everyday Ganesha puja, right? He's very much interested in spirituality. All that has happened. Um, so he did attend a lot of programs, but now he's like trying to figure out, becoming more like he himself has become more like a seeker. And there's lot finally, I would say there's a lot of deep understanding between all of us, my children, my husband, my parents, right? It's not like it has been before. It was like, it looked like we were like a very happy family before, but we really didn't understand each other very well. It was just like with my children, it'll be like more me telling them what to do and they'll be doing, right? And now it's like, I am truly, truly understanding their existence, how different they are, and yet very similar to me. So, yeah, this kind of understanding I would never ever get without all the understanding that Swamiji has given me. So,
So beautiful, ma. Actually, Swamiji, as one, of course, as Paramashiva, he's protecting us, guiding us, taking care. As Guru, he guides us to the path of enlightenment. But
yeah.
more than anything, as our own father, as our own mother, Swamiji is guiding. I know how Swamiji guided you personally with the completion in your family. It is such a blessing that we have, because only Swamiji can truly understand us. Only Swamiji can know what actually is going on inside us, or where we are stuck, what is the thought current we are struggling with,
Yes.
and how to remove that knot and bring completion to us.
Yes.
It is such a blessing that each and every one, I mean, so many people, millions of people, the Swamiji is attending to each and every.
It's so unbelievable. Like everybody is attended uniquely.
How Swamiji is taking care of that.
Yes, ma.
Sorry.
Okay.
Apologize for the technical glitch.
Okay.
Apologize for the technical glitch we are having today. Yes, we are here today discussing on the seeking, the power of seeking, and Swamiji is guiding us, seek the source. Now, what is the thought current we need to have to get to source? So let us now listen to Swamiji about the truth.
नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. Introducing Kenopanishad. Somebody asked me, human beings are just developed monkeys, but how we are able to perceive so much about the universe, planets, space, how we are able to understand so much about all that. Why other animals, even the closest version of us, chimpanzees, are not able to catch, understand things about universe? Why human beings are able to understand, perceive, even manipulate as we want? Already we have space stations. Some of the big rocks coming towards the planet Earth, we can blast it or redirect it from there itself. Already we are able to manipulate movements in the space. How? Please understand, because only human beings started asking the question, Keneshitam? By whom? This Upanishad is responsible for keeping one of the most important, powerful thought current responsible for human intelligence. Please understand. few of the thought currents responsible for why human beings are the way they are. Listen. Few of the thought currents why the human beings are the way they are. The first thought current, who am I? Second, what happens after death? Third, most subtle, most precious, most important thought current. What is the source of all this? What happens after death? That thought current was kept alive in the humanity. Please understand, no Upanishad is a conclusion. I wanted you to understand this truth. Neither Isha, nor Kena, or Kata, or Mundaka, or Mandukya, no Upanishad is conclusion. That's a beauty. Seeking thought currents consolidated for further research is Upanishads. Understand? It is not answer. The whole Isavasya Upanishad, you won't get a single answer. These are some of the theses proposed, some of the thought currents needed to be cherished, pondered upon, thought about. Those thought currents will give you 1,000 questions, 2,000 answers. But those thought currents need to be kept alive. For your next generation, they may give 10,000 questions and 20,000 answers. Understand? Upanishadic masters were not interested in controlling the society in the name of religion. No. Religion protects the state, state protects the religion. That kind of a structure we are not interested. That is why in the whole planet Earth, not a single country is there for Hinduism, because we never bothered about it. In all countries, as long as they exist, we will be practiced. If practicing us has disappeared, be very clear, last human being has breathed. There is no life left in the planet Earth. As long as there is life left in the planet Earth, we will be lived. We were not working on creating a system which will psychologically control and manipulate human beings. If we were planning for that kind of a system, we need a set of answers. How many times you can marry, how many times you need to pray, how you need to pray. We were never interested in that. Upanishads are basically to preserve and present some of the valuable thought currents humanity need to enjoy, cherish, explore for deeper and deeper, higher and higher possibilities. The Kenopanishad records the thought current of death. Why? What? How? What happens after that? Please understand, it is not answers. It is not set of answers. Indian Book of Dead is just a thought current about death, not bunch of answers about death. No. It is not bunch of answers about death, but it is thought current about death. Thought current about death. Listen carefully. If you just read Upanishads, you will not have any conclusions you need to practice. Of course, when an enlightened being expands on it, he gives you the answers. Even those answers are for you to cherish, contemplate, think through. Understand this truth. This is one of the major difference you will find between other religious scriptures and Upanishads. We are not about do's and don'ts, vidhi nisheda. No. No. We are about the thought currents you need to cherish, enjoy, entertain for higher intelligence to happen in you. Ishavasya Upanishad captures the thought current of seeking. Whole Ishavasya Upanishad, there is no conclusion. If you go on thinking, contemplating, you will awaken the thought current of seeking, which may give you 10,000 answers and 20,000 questions, or 10,000 questions and 20,000 answers. That is why we have a beautiful word in Vedic tradition describing Upanishads. Kalpalata means, which is the creeper out of which great imaginations blossom, open up, flower. Lata means creeper, creeper on which the great kalpanas, the great visualizations, great understandings flower. It is not set of answers. Listen. It is not set of answers. It is more seed of a creeper from which the great understandings just flower. If you go on contemplating on Ishavasya Upanishad, you may come upon thousands of answers and thousands of questions. But Ishavasya Upanishad itself is not any answer, because it is a thought current. If you cherish that thought current, your higher intelligence will be awakened. Ishavasyam idagum sarvam means whatever exists is energy and intelligence. It is not answer. It is a seed for you to start contemplating. If whatever exists is energy and intelligence, then how about my mother-in-law? Then what about all the problems I am facing? What about the disease happening in my body? What about my boss? Even he is God. It is a seed for you to develop a thought current which may give you thousands of experiences, answers, questions. But this thought current will upgrade the very way you exist. Understand? It's like taking vitamins and proteins. The very way you work out and exercise will be upgraded. Each of the thought currents stored in each Upanishad, the very thought current, if you cherish them, if you enjoy them, if you spend pleasant time with them, the banks of Ganga, peaks of Arunachala, valleys of Himalayas are the place to romance with Upanishad. I tell you, those are the places to romance with Upanishads. Ultimately, presence of the Master. Where everything merges. The words flow from his mouth is Ganga. And the way he raises your consciousness is peaks of Arunachala. And the depths of you which he shows to you is valleys of Himalayas. That is the place to romance with Upanishads. Understand? This is exactly the right word. Romancing with Upanishads. Sitting and contemplating on them. Spending time with that thought current. Not just mechanically memorizing or mechanically trying to read Sankara Bhashya, Ramanuja Bhashya, Madhva Bhashya, Nimbarga Bhashya, Bhamati Bhashya, the different Bhashyas, and Srikanta Bhashya. The mechanical way of reading a commentary to repeat in some stage or to repeat in some examinations. No. Romancing with the thought current of Upanishads. I tell you, with Kenopanishad, the thought current of death, you should sit and romance with it. When you romance with death, it doesn't appear with that big mustache. He comes with a clean shaved face. As Mahadeva. He is no more here to take away things from you. He is here to just upgrade your very frequency, I tell you. If you just romance with the thought current of Kenopanishad, maybe even for 20 days, sit and romance with that concepts and ideas, thought currents expressed in the Kenopanishad, I guarantee you will have wealth. Please understand. Romancing with the thought current of death will remove the powerlessness in you, the moment powerlessness is removed, two things will happen to you is health and wealth. Understand, I am not lying to you. With all my integrity and the responsibility I am talking to you. Romance with the thought current expressed in Kenopanishad. That's the best Lakshmi Puja you can do. I am telling you. Death is the greatest giver because he has so much stolen from all others. Death is the richest fellow because he has stolen so much from so many people. His treasury is too big. He can shower so much on you. His treasury is much bigger than Kubera's. Because he has stolen even from Kubera. Kubera is also under death. Till Brahma, everyone is under death. So understand. Entertaining, romancing with the thought currents expressed in Upanishads upgrades the very way you exist. Your inner chattering itself will be transformed into a long, beautiful seeking and prayer. Cherishing the thought currents. I used to be in that romance when I learnt these Upanishads. After 2-3 days of classes with my both gurus, the Upanishads I learnt from Vibhudananda Puri and Isaki Swami. Both of them are great Advaitis, and what a space to cherish. If I have 2-day classes with them, I'll just disappear into Arunachala Hill. And I really wanted to tell you guys, and I wanted to put this on record. I have never ever felt hungry as long as I am in the lap of Arunachala Hill. When I am in the hill, in the peaks and valleys, never I felt hungry, never I felt my body is separate from that hill. Never I felt the fear that some animals can damage this body, or this body needs food or water, or 1, 2, 3, nothing. I just know as a natural flow, both felt so one. That is why I always warn the people who try to go for Parivrajaka, tell them, hey, develop highest integrity and authenticity. Otherwise, the fellows who run away, 1 or 2, after 2-3 days they cry, call and cry, I don't know what to do. I don't know whole day what to do. One stupid fellow ran away from here and sitting in Tiruvannamalai and reading Jivan Mukti book every day. Are Jivan Mukti is living here, the author is alive, and this fellow ran away from here, sitting there and reading Jivan Mukti from morning till night, missing me and crying. Actually, without developing the integrity and authenticity, right foundation, even if you run away and do this Parivrajaka, you will be a failure. You will not be able to do Parivrajaka. You can be in depression, roaming around lazily, not doing Parivrajaka Yatra. I never felt I am separate from that hill. I just felt that is part of my body, and The idea of separate existence never existed. It's never there. I'll just sit and I'll be thinking about what is this? Isha Vashyamidam Sarvam, everything is God. What's all this? How can that be? How can that be false? Because our masters are saying, how is it true? Just romancing with that thought current. I tell you, whole day, what is the thought current with which you are romancing? That will be the frequency of you. If you are romancing with the thought current of worrying, naturally you will attract, you know. If you are romancing with the thought current of Upanishads, if you are romancing with the thought currents of Upanishad, your very frequency will become different. Kenopanishad is not bunch of answers. No. God saved me. I am from the tradition which kept only the thought current alive, not the bunch of answers. Then some answer given for some situation, I have to be following stupidly. Now, no. Hinduism doesn't give you that punishment and torture. It keeps the thought current alive for you to upgrade your frequency. I really wanted our Sangha to evolve in that way, keeping only thought currents alive, not the do's and don'ts. See, when you become more and more unconscious, you need to be controlled with the do's and don'ts. Don't stoop to that level where I have to give you do's and don'ts. No. If you make me give do's and don'ts, that's the worst disrespect you can do to me. If you make me give only the thought currents, that's the greatest worship you can do to me. If you make me give only thought currents, you are treating me as a guru. If you force me to give do's and don'ts, you are making me as your boss, manager. No. I am not interested in becoming boss or big boss. No. I am very happy with this seat of guru. Kenopanishad keeps the thought current of seeking the source of the whole. Seeking the source of the whole. That is the thought current. Kenopanishad is keeping it alive. When you read this Upanishad, romancing with that thought current, understand I am using the word romancing with that thought current, not by hearting, memorizing, repeating. What do you guys do in your schools, especially Indian schools? But one thing, oh God, I never did in my life, this memorizing. Whatever I enjoyed automatically got recorded inside me. Whatever I did not, never I bothered about remembering it. So now I am not asking you to think contemplate, meditate on this thought current. I am asking you, romance with this thought current. What is it? What must be the source? Not just because I said, but sincerely trying to catch the answer. Catch the answer. The Upanishad is divided into 4 parts. First 2 parts are in the form of a dialogue between Guru and disciple. And the funny thing is that Guru's name is not recorded here to retain the apaurushyatva, the authorlessness. The truths uttered are powerful enough to declare its authenticity. The author's identity is not required anymore to validate the authenticity of the truths uttered. So author's name is not recorded. They are truths declared by its own authority. And the last 2 parts are in the form of prose. It has beautiful ingredients. Not only it gives you the thought current about seeking into the source of the whole, it also guides you to the ultimate experience you should be arriving. So that till that experience comes, you continue your journey of romancing with this thought current. Each of the thought currents expressed, recorded, stored in these Upanishads, the greatest treasure for human beings to upgrade the way they exist. Cherish Kenopanishad, your very frequency will become different. Cherish Katopanishad, the very way you exist will become different. Cherish Isavasya Upanishad, the very way you exist will become different. Whoever cherishes these Upanishads, their very frequency raises from shava to Shiva. Their very frequency raises to Mahadeva. Essence of today's satsang. Romancing with the different thought currents which raises your frequency of existence. Subject for today's Vakyartha Sadas. What is thought currents? What is romancing with the thought currents? And if you don't romance with the thought currents of the Upanishad, then naturally you are romancing with some other thought currents. What is that? What is that thought current with which you are romancing, which is not Upanishads? With this, I'll move to the next segment of the morning satsang. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful. Bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity,
such powerful truths from Swamiji.
living Shuddhadvaita.
Swamiji
the eternal
is
bliss, Nithyananda.
to cherish the seeking the source of the whole. These are the thought currents that are given by the Upanishads. And Swamiji guides us that we need to cherish these truths, right? That is given by the Upanishads. If we are cherishing this, then naturally we are taken over by the worldliness and doubts or worries. No. And she so beautifully says, you romance with this thought current. There is no do's and don'ts. There is no strict say of do this, I don't do that. Swamiji says, don't reduce me to that cheap level of a boss. But keeping that respect Guru, just play with this thought current, romance with these thought currents, and that immediately raises to the highest level. Throughout this Chaturmasya, listening to various powerful cognitions and truths from Swamiji, and Swamiji every day giving us beautiful, powerful cognition and more revelations about ourselves. So today we have Ma Sharmila Ajendran joined us and sharing her experience, powerful experiences and blessings that received from Swamiji and Nithyananda Ma. Before we close, I would like to ask, what is it that you would like to share? You have had a powerful, deep journey, a spiritual journey, blessed by Swamiji. What is that message or what you would like to share with the seekers out there?
I think for seekers, when they go through the journey, what I feel is that they tend to forget a lot of the truths, like would already be repeated because of the forgetful nature. Will you need a guru who like hammer you the truths again and again in different ways. So it like totally like it registers in you, because we enjoy the seeking so much, we forget what was revealed before. So so you also can't get all this knowledge through books. It has to be transmitted, a true, so you need a living physical guru to be able to transmit the knowledge continuously in a very personalized manner, uniquely tailored to you, and which is also enjoyable, right? There's not only the knowledge, he gives experiences, right? So you do need a living guru. Without that, it's really impossible. What is enjoyable, right? It's not only the knowledge.
So beautifully said, Ma. Without a guru, nothing is possible. As we were just discussing some time back, it is not just for enlightenment. Without Swamiji, even survival is not possible. Each and every one of us are so blessed to have Swamiji in our life, guiding us every step of the way, not only guiding, taking care of, protecting, and just being there for us. So
Yes.
we had a session yet again today. Thank you, Sharmila, for joining us today. And thank you all viewers for joining us today on this Chaturmasya series. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow with yet another powerful revelations from Swamiji. So let us now close with the Purna Mantra.
Yes.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Vat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Namastu. Om Nithyanandam